Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another weekend reaction. Today we are doing Coming Down. I don't know. At this point, I don't know what to expect. Probably something sexy based off the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 songs. I forget at this point, but so far it's just been, geez, just a tension filled, sex drive, drug induced adventure. Um, so coming down, that could relate to drugs, because you're coming down from a high or something, on the come down. Um, I don't know. Let's get into it.
Tell you, but don't know how I'ma say it. I guess that I can only say one thing. Girl, I've been bad again. Girl, I've been bad again. Cause with this money comes problems, and with these problems come solutions. And I use them when I'm faded, I forget what you mean to me. Hope you know what you mean to me. The party's finished and I want you to know.
It's interesting because I feel like a lot of these songs are kind of the same thing. Either dealing with a girl and um, what they're doing to each other, or the weekend, having some lady over to his loft and they're having fun and drinking and doing drugs and then having sex, which isn't a bad thing. But, after one song after another, it's kind of getting the same kind of feeling. Mm. But with that being said, I still really enjoy the music, and it definitely brings on a certain mood. Um, but I'm curious to see how this one develops.
I'm feeling everything before I got up. I always want you when I'm in down. 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 Oh yeah. I always want you when I'm in down. Popping again. I try to quit again. I'm always tight with something I begin. That's why my niggas got me to the end. Supply what I take what I spend, baby. I ain't lying to nobody but me. And you and me. But you especially.
Okay, so we're getting some more information about him, that he's trying to quit, but obviously, that's a really, really hard thing to do. I don't have any personal experience with that, but I've known people with uh, addictions, and I know that it is not the easiest thing to get rid of. It's always something that has relapses. Maybe not necessarily all the time, but it's it happens a lot, is what I'm saying. So it's interesting to kind of hear his perspective on it and see what he's going through.
The party's finished and I want you to know I'm feeling everything before I got up. I always want you and I always want you and when I'm coming down. I always want you and right down, right down, right down. I always want you and I always want you and I always want you and right down. I always want you and
I'm trying to catch what that voice in the background is saying, but I have no idea what that is. Yet again, just another song with a bunch of like ambiance, if you know what I mean. Like it creates like a full kind of mood, you know. It's I don't know. He just has a way, or at least in this album specifically, a way of just kind of creating like a scene and a mood, and it's probably good for sharing with a special someone. Although a lot of it is really dark, so just be careful, I guess. If being dark is your thing, then more power to you. Just do it safely. That's all I can say. So this is interesting for me to think about, because I can probably say that this might be my least favorite one so far. But I think in the context of the whole thing, this song can implement pretty well. Because if you think about, like coming down off drugs, that means that you need like a relaxed environment and you're usually probably pretty tired. And based off the previous songs, like I always mention it, but House of Balloons, Glass Table Girls, that song is just so intense. And then there's the party and the after party, and in context of what that means, you need a reprieve. You need that cool down time, and that's kind of what this is. I'm thinking. So if you are listening to this album with maybe a little help, if you know what I mean, then this song probably hits pretty smooth. For me, early in the morning, it's not really doing the right thing for me, but it's also pretty repetitive too, and usually I don't like a lot of repetitive songs, especially since the beat stays the same and there's a lot of the chorus and a lot of the things. But like with the other songs, it does fit a mood. This is I feel like this is for a specific kind of purpose, and yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on it, though. I'd be curious to see what other people think about this. Um, I would really love to kind of sit and listen to this album or section, whatever you want to call it, out of Trilogy. I would love to listen to this kind of just all the way through, um, and just kind of experience like the whole kind of ride, because that's kind of what it is. It's just a lot of party, sex, drugs. It's an adventure. It's an adventure for sure. A crazy lifestyle that I don't necessarily live. So yeah, pretty interesting. I'm still loving it. Like this is still quality work. Honestly, it's just maybe not necessarily my cup of tea. This song specifically, but yeah, that's my thoughts. Yeah, again, let me know let me know what you think. I'd be curious to know about that. I hope you have a wonderful day. Mine's gone pretty beautifully so far. Okay. Bye.